Hey guys, Lewis back here with AI Powered SEO. I just wanted to create this quick video based on some of the people that I've talked with in many communities regarding sites getting indexed. There's a lot of reasons why a site might not get indexed. It could be a variety of things. It could be the site is too new. It could be that it doesn't have enough links. It could be that it's not synced up with Google Search Console and Google Analytics. It could be, that they don't have enough links from other things that do get crawled and indexed often, like YouTube and Twitter. Um, it could be that there isn't a high enough trust flow on the site, which is kind of related to its age and domain authority. There could be a lot of different reasons, and I know it can be frustrating for many people who have sites, and especially when you're starting off a site. There's an idea that Google puts your site into sort of a sandbox for the first 6 months, where it doesn't really rank it for anything. Now, of course, that's not entirely true. If you follow this channel or the community on the Skool in the Skool group, you can see where I started an AI site, a test site, completely with AI content, mainly from Zimmwriter, which I consider to be the best AI content tool on the market today. And I was able to grow that site 500% growth in organic traffic in a little over 30 days. Now, of course, I have an entire process, with all new sites, every new site that I start, whether it be my own or a client's, and that's in the Skool group. You can join that free community if you like. Link is in the description if you want to see how that process is. You just go to the classroom tab, and the entire process is there, what I do for every site. But what I wanted to do is make this quick video on just to expand our minds, especially if you're starting in SEO. Don't get frustrated. Don't let it get to you that it does take time, that a new site might not necessarily get indexed. Yes, Google is the most, the highest converting traffic. It's sort of the gold mine. But if you think about it, there's a lot of different ways to get to page one of Google, which is the ultimate goal, right? And then you just steer that traffic to whatever it is you're selling. So, some people in the industry call it Parasite SEO, where you sort of hijack something that has a high domain authority. There's, certainly validity to that. I use, high domain authority sites like YouTube for many different things. But what I wanted to do is quickly go through 5 or 6 different examples of high domain authority sites that you can hijack today and with proper SEO, get on the ground running, get them ranked in Google fairly quickly. And you can use AI content for these pieces. You can use SEO optimization principles, those foundational principles that I teach in the Skool group, and basically hijack these sites, with already existing domain authority, page authority, backlinks. They've got a good solid history. They have a lot of authority in Google's eyes. I'm not saying this is necessarily going to be the perfect fit for your business or the most elegant solution, but I wanted to do is expand your mind and start thinking about different ways you can get to the first page of Google. Doesn't mean you have to abandon your site. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't start, new sites, but just get us thinking a little bit. So the first one here is an obvious one, youtube.com. You can see the domain authority is 99 out of 100. Page authority is 17, and this is set to domain, and it's the 301. But trust me, this actually ranks for a lot more than this. But the main point is YouTube is something that it ranks for a dozen, hundreds of thousands of keywords. It can rank on the first page of Google. I've seen it myself. I've ranked clients' videos in Google. At one point, I had 3 videos ranking on the first page of Google, and we'd gotten there within about 40 minutes, believe it or not. And it was for a high CPC keyword. It was for a keyword, low volume, but it was for a keyword that people were paying somewhere around $40 per click for. And we got that prime real estate, digital real estate for the client in under 40 minutes using my custom YouTube SEO optimization template, which you'll find in the Skool group. And we basically just hijacked YouTube. We uploaded a video, we optimized it, and we got it ranking on page 1 for a keyword on Google, just using a YouTube video. So what else can we use? We can use something else, another Google property. It's called Site. If you go to sites.google.com, this is basically a free website builder that Google offers you. Think of it as a Weebly or a Wix, something like that. Anyone can get started. It's not the most elegant. It's not the most, you're not going to have all the customization options of a WordPress site, let's say. But as you can see here, this is a very, very, very powerful domain. Domain authority is 93, page authority is 52, ranking for literally over 7 million keywords. Traffic is 14.2 million. And many of these keywords here, you can see here, top 3 keywords, 223,000 keywords that people have hijacked basically this sites.google.com domain and ranked in the top 3 of Google. 223,000 keywords are there in the top 3 of Google. Now, this can be used for a number of purposes. I usually use it as a buffer site. So if you're creating your own high authority backlinks, you don't want too much power pointing to your main site, your money site, if you want to call it that, or your client site. So this is a great property because it can take a lot of that backlink juice, filter out the bad, and just pass along the good. But you can also utilize this as your own site. You can basically have your own site built today using Google with all of these metrics, use those SEO principles that I teach in my Skool group, and hijack page 1 of a keyword. Now, obviously, you want to think critically here, right? You want to pick the right keyword, low competition, decent volume. There should be some CPC behind it. There has to be some selection behind these keywords. But if you pick the right one, you optimize properly, you can utilize all of these metrics and basically have your own high-powered site through Google, which Google is going to prefer anyways, and get that ranking on the first page of Google. So this is another property that we can hijack. You can literally have your own site ranking on Google today. Another one is actually cloud sites. This one is perhaps lesser known, but whenever you see like a .html, here this is actually for something ranking for a keyword on a software. But you see this blob.core.windows.net. That means that this is a cloud page hosted on a Windows owned server, Microsoft Azure. But you can also host your cloud sites on Google Cloud, on Amazon S3, Wasabi, Backblaze, Linode, Vultr, DigitalOcean. There's a whole bunch of others as well. And you can see this page is ranking for 2 keywords. Domain authority is 92, extremely high. Many of these can also come with high page authority as well if you set them up correctly. I've got actually a module in my course on the Skool group, link is in the description, where I use these cloud sites as backlinks, but you can also use them as something that you rank in Google itself. And this page right here, hosted on Microsoft's Azure cloud server, is ranking on page 1 for 2 keywords. This is a little bit more advanced, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You can use the first 2 here with YouTube insights.google.com, but this is just another option that I wanted to point to. Moving on to the 4th option, soundcloud.com. Not many people know about this one, even SEOs with years of experience. But if you've got a YouTube video, you can turn that into an MP3, which is an audio file. Or if you do podcasts, you can upload that to soundcloud.com, optimize your particular SoundCloud page for that audio clip the same way you would any other page. You just use basic foundational SEO principles, get your keywords in there. But you can see the incredible metrics: 94 domain authority, page authority 55, ranking for almost over 16 million keywords, and getting over 20 million traffic per month. This is an incredibly powerful site where you could hijack these domain metrics. I can tell you right now, as part of some other strategies for local clients, I've ranked this in and of itself on the first page of Google for local keywords, soundcloud.com. And it was literally just the audio that we ripped from the YouTube video. So we didn't even create any new content. We uploaded it to SoundCloud, optimized, the page for the given keyword, and it ranked very quickly. And this actually ranks very quickly. And you can rank, and it usually stays on page 1 as well. So very, very powerful, underrated dark horse domain that you can hijack. Another one is Weebly.com. This one might be obvious as well, but some people overlook it. 94 domain authority, page authority 39, over 66,000 keywords and getting hundreds of thousands of traffic per month. These ones, actually rank quite well, and you can optimize these to a greater extent than you might say a sites.google.com. This one has a lot more customization features. You can do things like add in schema if you're, if you're comfortable with that. But you can optimize these for a lot more. You can utilize video embeds, audio embeds. You can do all kinds of things. But Weebly.com is another one that you can basically throw up a site today, optimize it, and get ranking for the right keyword on page one of Google. I've seen it happen before. I've done it myself. Last one I'll mention, and this one might be a little bit of a strange one that not many people think of, but maps. You can actually rank maps, Google Maps, in Google. Many people don't know that. This is actually a map. It's a custom map. So it's not like the map you might see for a business, when you search it in Google. This is something that you create in your own Google Drive folder. You just click create new and create new maps. And you can actually optimize your own custom personal My Map or Google My Map. And once you hit publish, these can actually rank in Google. You can see domain authority 98, extremely high. This one just has a few backlinks and it's already ranking for 6 keywords. And if you're wondering if it gets traffic, indeed it does. It actually does get traffic. And so this is just going after a local keyword. But it's extremely powerful because if you think about all the local keywords, ranking a map, hijacking this high domain authority and pointing it to wherever you want it to, and maybe it's your site, maybe you're pointing it back to your site, the one that you're having trouble getting indexed, you can start to see the power in expanding your mind and thinking about all the different ways you can get to page one of Google. This one is a little bit more advanced, but there's also a lot more features and a lot more ways to optimize Google Maps in ways that you can't optimize these others, like let's say a Google site. So I hope that helps. I hope that got people thinking. Please feel free to join the free community. The link is in the description for more information like this. And hopefully this helps you in your SEO game, especially if you're starting off new or if you're getting frustrated or if you're just having trouble getting your sites indexed for one reason or the other. Hopefully this gets you thinking about all the different ways that you can get to that promised land, the end goal for everybody, page one of Google. And I can tell you, myself, I've ranked all of these in one shape or another, one form or another on page one of Google for keywords. It certainly is possible. So explore these options. If there's any interest, I can go in a little bit more in depth into each one, how you might optimize them for a keyword. But I just wanted to quickly throw up this video and give you some ideas on how to get to page one of Google if your site is having trouble getting indexed. So hope that helped, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.